Hey everybody, welcome back to the final video in the domain action series here. So today we're going to take a look at trade routes, and pretty self-explanatory, but again, we'll spend some time covering that here. But this is the last of the domain actions video series. We're moving on to covering the different deities as presented in the sort of core box here, and then that I think basically rounds out finally the coverage of the core set. And then so far it looks like we're going to be heading to Brecht next as far as the major area. Again, if you want to vote on that, check out our Patreon. There is a poll up on that, and right now it looks like Brecht is the direction that people want to head. But if you want to go to somewhere else first, or want us to cover that first, Rurik, Voss, Kanasi, whatever, let us know. You got to just hop on that Patreon. But anyway, let's jump in here, and then we'll talk about some other things. So trade routes, a domain, potentially a realm action, success of 10, costs a regency and a gold bar as base. Now, a regent who controls a guild holding can attempt to open a trade route, thereby increasing the money-making power of their domain. A trade route must be established between two provinces of different types. So, for example, an overland trade route can't be created unless a road links the largest towns or center points of the two provinces involved. Now, trade points can also be created, jumping over to the other side here, between a seaport province and any other province, a seaport in a coastal province or level 4 or greater, as an example. Now, a seaport province can also be linked to parts unknown, indicating a long-distance trade, so something to keep in mind there. Each domain turn, a trade route generates gold bars equal to the average of the two provinces it links. A seaport connection to far-off lands creates money equal to half the province level. And then in addition, thief regents who control trade routes collect regency equal to the extra money because that's more in line with their profession. Now, trade routes are neutralized if the regent's guild holding in either province is contested. So that's why contest can be so nasty sometimes if you know that there is a trade route there. If you want to essentially screw over somebody else contesting a very lucrative trade route for a turn is pretty nasty. That's a lot of revenue missed. So, but contested, or if it's conquered in a war, or if the ruler of that province chooses to suppress it by a decree, there's just different ways of going about that. But yeah, there's ways that certainly your trade routes can be interfered with, and that can be pretty devastating as well. So now to do that though, like if a ruler was doing that to a trade route that you had in their domain, their law holding has to be greater than your guild to be able to do that. So, but that's where you can come back and start contesting their law holdings, or looking at other ways to undermine them and keep your guild raised too. So many ways to go back and forth. So fun competition there and tension. Now, trade routes can also be neutralized if the region ignores certain random events, such as a feud, natural event, corruption, crime, monsters, brigandage, or trade matter, or in some cases maybe just outright forces that to disrupt your trade. So things like that could happen too. Now, when the suppression ends, the trade route resumes operation. And then the creation of a trade route costs 1 gold bar and a regency. The success number is improved by the current level of the regent's guild holding. Regions with guild or law holdings in the same province can oppose the action. Provinces of level 1 to 3 are limited to 1 trade route naturally because there's just not much there. 4 to 6 could have 2, and then 7 to 9 can have 3. So again, pretty nice scaling there. And now a realm action can be used to create several trade routes in the same domain, same realm at one time. So if you are ruling over a very large territory, that's a way to start just maximizing that within your given realm, and certainly setting that up for success on the economic front there. So good stuff to look at there. Trade routes, again, super lucrative, especially the longer they are. That can just lead to some interesting opportunities, especially if you're also setting that trade route to other areas entirely, right? So like, if you have an Anuiran realm and you're somehow getting trade out to Brecht or Kanasi or the Rurik, and just bringing in like all these exotic goods and kind of cornering the market on that, that's a great way to again increase the value of that trade route, increase revenue, and also just increase potential other opportunities there as well. So lots of great stuff that can be done there. So let us know your favorite stories of creating trade routes, guys, and how those have shaken out, and whether you've had great success with, just the overland ones, or if you've had any memorable sea trade routes as well. So well worth hearing about those. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. That helps keep supporting the channel. And if you want to support the channel a little bit more, check out our Patreon. A lot of great early access Birthright content there, but also some unique things as well. So look forward to seeing that from you guys. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.